Hey guys, it is Julie here with TipRanks, and today we're checking out the activity of a top-ranked hedge fund. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you all so much for being here. Now you might know from some previous videos that I love checking out the top experts section over on TipRanks. I usually go over here to check out the activity of some of the top ranked Wall Street analysts, but there's other top experts there too. Today we're going to take a look at the #1 ranked hedge fund and see what they've been up to lately. We'll see which stocks they've been buying more of and which they've been selling out completely. Just before we get into all of that, this is your friendly reminder to make sure you've downloaded the TipRanks mobile app so you can access your favorite investment research tools on the go. Links will be in the description down below. Now let's head on over to the top experts page. Here, you'll find a collection of the top Wall Street analysts, financial bloggers, corporate insiders, hedge fund managers, and individual investors. So of course, today we're checking out the top hedge fund list. And in the #1 position here, we're looking at Edgar Wachenheim from Greenhaven Associates. Greenhaven Associates has over $7.7 billion in assets under management. And since June of 2013, their portfolio has seen gains of nearly 400%. Looking a bit more recently, the 3-year annualized return is 34.65%, and the last 12 months not too far off from that at 38.5%. You can see down below the portfolio breakdown by sector, with real estate in the lead, followed by financial, industrial goods, and basic materials. Technology coming in pretty low here at just over 2%. Now, with $7.7 billion under management, you know there's got to be some sizable positions in their portfolio. So that is exactly where we're going to start off today. We're going to see what activity has been going on with their biggest positions. And we're going to do that by sorting by percentage of portfolio over here on the right. The biggest position in their portfolio is Lennar, comprising 13% with a value reported just over $1 billion. And it does look like they've been steadily reducing this over the last few quarters as we have sells all along this past year. So it seems that they are taking some profits there on their investment as the Lennar stock has seen some notable growth this past year. Lennar has seen growth of 46% over this past year, and if we zoom out a bit further over 3 years, we see that was following a decline here in 2022. And Edgar was obviously buying that dip, as you can see the buys correlated on the way down here and selling on the way up. With their next largest holdings, we're moving over to the financial sector. With Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase, and Citigroup. Their Goldman Sachs position is their second largest, just shy of 10% of their portfolio, currently valued at about $755 million. Now, in this past quarter, they did add to their position, increasing it by about 2.5%. And this is one that they have been buying and selling back and forth here over time. On the other hand, just after them, we have JP Morgan Chase, making up 8.8% of their portfolio. They did slightly reduce this position size in the last quarter. And we can see here, they just recently started buying this back in 2022 and have only sold it off a couple of times. After that, we have Citigroup at 7%, adding 20% to this position, taking it up to $541 million. And you can see they've been buying pretty steadily here over the past couple of years. And other hedge funds have been doing the same. Overall, hedge funds have increased their holdings by 5 million shares in the last quarter, and that includes several brand new positions here too. Taking a look, the stock does come in as a moderate buy with an average upside of 21%, picking up some ratings all in this past week, a lot of holds coming in. Next, I want to take a look at the biggest changes in the Greenhaven Associates Fund. So these would be positions that they just started or completely sold out of. And we're going to do that by sorting our portfolio activity by holding change percent. So we'll sort here, and going down 100%, so completely selling out of that position, we have Bank of America. And when we look down below, if we zoom out a bit more, this is one they've not dabbled in a ton. They did buy here, but then the stock dropped and they've been kind of selling off here ever since. In a second position down here, also sold out, was CRH. Now, their stock did see some sizable growth of 69% this past year. They bought back here originally in December of 2022 and have bought and sold a couple times along the way. And on top of completely selling out of those two positions, they also made some sizable reductions to others as well. Down here, we can see Autoliv. They've reduced their holdings by 48%, now sitting at $3.89 million. This is another one they've been selling here recently in the past year after it's seen some growth. Year to date, that stock is up 28%. And Gildan Activewear, they decreased their position by 46%, leaving it at $15.7 million. On the flip side of that, we can take a look at the biggest increase in a position percentage-wise. And there's just one stock that was a new position in the Greenhaven Associate Fund this past quarter. Coming in with a value of $32.6 million, they purchased some NOV, and they are not the only hedge fund to have done this. In the past quarter, hedge funds increased their holding by 13 million shares. Of course, they did add to several positions as well, including one of their top holdings there with Citigroup, where they increased their position by 20%, followed by Arrow Electrics, they increased by 17% to $220 million, and International Paper Company, which they increased by 7.5%. And lastly, let's take a quick look at the best and worst performers in their portfolio from their last filing. Sorting here by their gains since last filing, it's interesting to see all of these that are in the positive mostly have been reduced as well, so you can see them trimming those profits. Their best performing since the last filing is Gildan Activewear, which gained 5.4%, and they dropped their percentage in that 46%. They're followed by WestRock, who's up over 4%, and Lear up 3.76%. On the flip side, we have our worst performing, including Charles Schwab, which was down 5.45%, Arrow Electrics, which they did pick up some more, that was one of our biggest increases at 17%, and Whirlpool. They reduced that position as well. So that is a quick video showing the recent activity of a top performing hedge fund on TipRanks. I hope the video helped you understand how you can use some of this unique insight and see what these hedge fund managers are up to. Let me know in the comments if there's any hedge fund managers that you love following along with. I always appreciate hearing from you guys. Please keep in mind these videos are never a suggestion to buy or sell any specific stock. Please make sure you always stick to your own investing plan. And thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you back here next time.